It's the Freefall finale, Hawkeye versus Bullseye. Let's go. Where we last left off, Hawkeye was using his Ronin persona to take down the Red Hood's operation. The Red Hood hired Bullseye to find out who the Ronin character was, who he is. Hawkeye goes back to his brownstone, finds his brownstone broken into, finds Bryce's Walkman with a letter saying, "Listen to me, Hawkeye," and it was Bullseye saying that the Red Hood knows who you are, and you see Bryce bleeding to death with a whole bunch of arrows in him. We start the story off where you see Ronin standing over two dead guys. He finishes one guy off by cracking his skull. Captain America sees this. Captain America's pissed. Captain America says, "Clinch it, come with me." And Ronin shoots Captain America through the chest with a bow. We go back to Hawkeye and Bryce is bleeding to death. Hawkeye wants to take Bryce to the hospital, but Bryce doesn't want to go because he did a lot of criminal stuff in the past, so he doesn't want to go to the hospital. So Hawkeye rushes Bryce to his ex-girlfriend, aka the night nurse, that does medical attention on superheroes. So he breaks down the night nurse's apartment door, brings Bryce in. The night nurse tries to help Bryce, and Hawkeye is waiting for the results. The night nurse comes back with some bad news saying that Bryce didn't make it. The night nurse gives Hawkeye a verbal lashing of, "Why did you bring this kid to my apartment to die and bleed to death?" And Hawkeye's pretty much saying, "You know what, you wanted me out of your life? Fine, I'm out of your life. But thank you for helping me with the kid. Thank you for trying." Hawkeye is back in his brownstone, lamenting about what happened to Bryce. His phone is blowing up. Everybody from the Marvel Universe is texting this guy. Bucky, Jessica Jones, everybody's texting this guy, asking him, "We heard you shot Captain America." And the biggest snitch in the Marvel Universe tells him where he can find Ronin. And Hawkeye looks at Bullseye's uniform and gets ideas. So Hawkeye, dressed as Bullseye, finds Ronin, aka Bullseye, parading as Ronin, trying to ruin Hawkeye's reputation. So this is crazy, man. I always wanted to see a duel between Bullseye and Hawkeye. These are the two most accurate, most lethal sharpshooters in the Marvel Universe. I always want to see who would win this match. So now we have Hawkeye and Bullseye in one another's costumes, having a match of the bows and arrows, having a match of who can put a bow through the other person's skull first. And these guys are equally matched. They're the best marksmen in Marvel Universe. They're the most accurate guys in Marvel Universe. So Hawkeye had to come up with a way to beat Bullseye because he was equally matched. So he shot Bullseye with a trick arrow, exploding in his face, knocking Bullseye down. So Hawkeye was gonna finish off Bullseye with an arrow, most likely to the face. The police witness this and tell Hawkeye to freeze. Hawkeye uses skill as an archer to shoot two bows and arrows in the air, knocking out both of the cops. Bullseye tries to get away like a little bitch. Hawkeye shoots him with an arrow and says, "You're not going nowhere, buddy." After Hawkeye uses Bullseye as a human piñata, Bullseye spills the beans to the Red Hood's plans that he put a bounty on his head for $3 million unless he meets him at a certain location at 9 a.m. And if he doesn't meet Red Hood at that location at 9 a.m., the Red Hood's gonna put a bounty on his head for $3 million, plus expose his identity as Clint Barton being Ronin to the world. So it seemed like the Red Hood went bargain bin shopping in Spider-Man's rogue gallery for some of his, D-list villains that Spider-Man fights to take down Hawkeye if he doesn't show up at 9 a.m. So now we see Hawkeye in his OG uniform in one of the Red Hood's bank, and he's telling everybody to freeze. "I want all the money. Don't do nothing stupid." So it's 9:42 a.m. and Hawkeye is severely late. They think he's not going to show, and then all of a sudden Hawkeye shows up late, and the Red Hood says, "You're crazy, man. You must be stupid to come here thinking that I'm not going to kill you." And Hawkeye says, I don't care what you think. You're broke. I stole all your money. I have 3 million guys. Let me get a few seconds with the Red Hood so I can fuck him up. So Red Hood and Hawkeye get in an intense fist fight. Red Hood has the upper hand because he has a cloak, he can teleport. So he pretty much finishes off, about to beat Hawkeye's ass. He tells Hawkeye, since you want to be street, I'm gonna steal my money back and let these guys fucking kill you. And he opens up the bag, and what comes out of the bag is a demon. A demon comes out of the bag and steals his Red Hood or whatever. So he's a regular dude now, and Hawkeye pretty much says, oh yeah, I gave the 3 million to Count Nefaria, and you gave me a demon that pretty much wanted your Red Hood. So without the Red Hood, you're a piece of shit. So he knocks him out the window. He pretty much knocks him into the ground, and pretty much the Red Hood dies. So the hired goons, the Spider-Man D-listers, the Spider-Man Rogue Gallery guys is saying, let's kill Hawkeye, let's kill the Avenger. And it was like, nah, what's the point in killing him? He's one of us, man. He has to run from the police, so let him go. And that's the end of the series. Wow, man, I enjoyed this series. This is my first comic series completed on my channel, so you can check out the playlist. I have the other comics of Hawkeye Freefall if you don't want to spend the money to buy it. But this series was fun, it was campy, and towards the end it had your seriousness. And it's crazy how Hawkeye right now is running from the law. I can't wait to see what they do with him in the Marvel Universe. If you like my content, rate, comment, subscribe. Take it easy. Later.